What's going on, guys? It's Danny from Slow Restoration, and today we are talking about the Turbo GMC. And no, it's not clickbait. It is for sale. Let me explain. First off, let me apologize because this video will be very jumpy. I've actually made this video probably 4 or 5 different times. Wasn't happy with any of the results, so we're going to include a lot of older footage as we get into this. I did take this on to a dirt drags. It did okay. We had an issue with it, and now it has all new. I actually broke a brake line, a steel brake line. This truck still had the original brake lines from 2004. It now has all new stainless steel brake lines, and I'll throw a little bit of that footage in, a very little bit of the actual dirt drags, because the footage I got was really horrible and it really wasn't usable. I planned on making a whole video on that. Even though we didn't win, the truck did still do good, especially for having an issue there at the end.
Now be honest with me, how many think that lime green truck's gonna win again? Hey, that thing runs. It's just pressing. Run what you brung, that's what this class is all about, fans. You wanna see more of this in the future? Maybe we'll do this next year too. With a wider track next year, we have a new drawing board of ideas to try out.
If you guys have been around for a long time on the channel, you know this truck has been here since the beginning. So a little bit sad to see it going, but we need to make some room. This garage is my house garage. It's filled up. We do have the Quadra-Steer Yukon over here, also going to be for sale. And this truck is, yeah, I bought this truck brand new in 2004. My wife and I bought this truck new, and everything that's been done to it has been done by me. And it's, well, as you can see, the hood's open. There's nothing wrong with the truck, but the hood's open because I always keep a battery tender on it, as you can see down there, and just to keep it charged up, because the truck sits a lot. This truck's always sitting. The last couple of years it's sat more and more. It's getting older now, and I kind of feel bad for driving it in bad weather, so it pretty much sits inside cleaned up and ready to go. We'll get into the truck a little bit. It is obviously lifted, 6-inch bulletproof lift kit on it, which is not a cheap lift. It's not your, you know, $1,000 lift kit you can get. It's a very nice lift kit. If you price these things out, I think they're somewhere in the $2,600-$2,700 without shocks right now. Very nice lift kit. Zero issues with the lift on this truck. It's always been really good. Obviously, this is not a factory color. The factory color is actually carbon metallic, so it's a really dark gray metallic. It does have leather seats and it is wrapped. Obviously, if you remember this truck from before, it was always that dark metallic gray. So the wrap, if someone wants this, they don't like the green, I understand that's not everyone's cup of tea. It comes right off. I'll be happy to remove that if you're interested in that, but since the wrap's on, I figured I'd offer it for sale with the wrap on it. It is leather. Interior is very nice. It's not perfect. It does have, I think, 92,000 miles on it now. There's some slight wear here and there, but it's very nice. You can see by the bolsters and stuff like that. There's no rips or tears. Everything's clean. It was top of the line back in the day. Leather, heated seats, the 6-disc changer, which probably none of you even have CDs anymore. But anyway, for back in the day, it was a very, very highly loaded truck. In fact, it was an SLT. Back then you couldn't get Denali's in the 2500s, but it is a 2500 HD 2004 factory engine still in it. It is turboed. It does have that rear mount STS turbo system, which you can see kind of there. I'll try and Scout's out here with us too. But this is a very nice built truck. I'm not saying that because I built it, because I did, but there's no just cheap junk thrown on this truck. Everything that was used was high quality, and this truck's been together. The turbo system's been on there for 6 or 7 years now, believe it or not. Truck makes really good power. It's got a Texas speed, 224, 228, 600 lift cam. So I'll throw a picture of the dyno sheet up too. This truck did make 683 rear wheel horsepower, and it has been, even though it's heavy, it's 6,300 pounds. It has been an 11.8 1/4, so it's a very respectable truck. As far as performance, and I still actually from time to time tow with this truck, so it's a very good rig. It's got a Yank Pro Truck. I think it's a 3200 stall in this one. No issues. Like I said, there's no issues with the whole truck. We're just ready. Again, I bought this in 2004, so we are actually getting ready to pick up. I haven't even announced this yet, but we're getting ready to pick up a brand new truck. It is a 2024, so this will be my 20-year upgrade on a truck. Some of you are going to be very upset about that. Getting rid of this truck and getting a brand new truck seems kind of silly for some of you. Others will totally understand it, but here's my reasoning on it. This truck, again, sits a lot and it takes up a lot of room. I've had this truck a long time. I've enjoyed it. Eventually, I'm sure I will regret selling it, but for the time being, I need to make room, and we're just kind of headed in a slightly different direction. So I think I don't want to modify this truck any more than it already is, because it's a very dependable, good running, driving, does everything pretty well truck. So if I was to keep going with it and, you know, making it faster, stronger, whatever, it's just gonna, in my opinion, ruin the truck. And I kind of would like someone else to enjoy this truck. Again, I've had it a long time, almost 20 years now. So along the way here, I'm going to throw in some random clips of this truck running. I'll try and get some older footage of this truck when it was still unwrapped and had different wheels and tires on it. I still have that whole setup. So if you were interested in this truck, again, without the wrap and the H2 wheels that I used to run on this with the 35-inch Dick CPEC tires, I do still have that whole setup, and I will send it either way. It doesn't really matter to me. I think this truck looks good right now, but I know some people said I ruined it when I wrapped it, but it's not really the case because the wrap comes right off. So I'll let you speculate on your own. I'm not going to announce it right yet what we're picking up, but it is a 2024 pickup, and that's all I'm going to say. Are we sticking with a GM product? Are we going Chevy? Are we going GMC? Are we going Dodge? Are we going Ford? Probably not. As far as pricing goes, these trucks are classics now. It's a 2004. It's almost 20 years old now. So these trucks have come a long ways in price. So the price, if you are interested, I'm just going to say right now, it's not cheap, but there's no way you could build this truck for what I'm asking. If you bought a nice example of this truck and that was stock and then did all the work to it, you couldn't even come close. $30,000 is what the price of this truck is. Honestly, just shop new trucks. You can't even get a decent Chevy Colorado, which are nice little trucks, by the way, but you can't even get a nice Colorado for $30,000 anymore. I am the original owner, so it's a one-owner truck. I know everything about it. There's nothing really that's ever happened to it except for what I did to it as far as modifications. So it's a very good truck, no rust. Rockers are solid, cab corners are solid, very decent truck. I've tried to keep up on it as much as I possibly could, but I am just ready to kind of move on in my life to a nice, usable truck. This is nice. It is usable, but I want something that combines, honestly, this and that. This is like the family vehicle. Very nice truck too. It is quadra-steer, if you don't know. Gonna be for sale also, but I want to combine both of these and just have not so much sitting around. We actually have 2 new vehicles coming. So one, the truck replacement is going to be here very, very, very soon. So that's why this video, hopefully someone's interested in this, that will give it a really good home and be able to take care of this and enjoy it. Obviously, we've been a little slacking on videos and projects here recently. There's just a lot of stuff going on, but I'm not giving up on the turbo stuff either. Even though this one's going to be going, I do have another turbo system in the works. So stay tuned for that, and don't get too disappointed. But yeah, I love this truck, but it's time to go. So we got that out of the way. Love it or hate it, that's the direction we're going to go. Like I said, at some point I'm probably going to regret that, but the new truck that's coming is very nice. I'm very excited for that. Like I said, it's going to be a different direction we're going to kind of go here. And you can't stay in one place forever. But if you are interested in this truck, it will be for sale on Marketplace, Facebook Marketplace. So you can search on there. I'll put Turbo GMC in the title, I guess, of the listing, and you'll be able to find it, and we can talk. Thanks for stopping by. Have a good day. Oh, and tune back in real soon for the new truck.